It's water.
Not on the camera!
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Hi everybody, Beanmeister22 here. Check it out. I found another of those BestLock Daron brick jets. Just when I thought there weren't any more, bam, found another one. And it's not that I found it, well, I did find it. I have an auto search program always looking for them, but they just came out with it because this did not exist last year. If you remember, we built, I don't know, a dozen or so, probably a little more, of these jets. All the ones they had, we bought and we built. And then I found an Alaskan Airlines jet, which is good because I used to work for Alaska Airlines. So I said, that was cool. And then we didn't find any more. I said, oh, good, I can be done collecting them because, the quality is horrible on these things, but I gotta collect them all. And then someone said, there's a FedEx jet. Oh, the FedEx jet. And it had recently come out, so I bought FedEx jet. We did a video on it. And then I thought it was done. And then a month later, bam, Hawaiian Airlines jet. Had to buy that one, right? So that's the backstory. So let's talk about this. There is a couple important things I need to mention here. We know the quality on these has been BestLock quality. It's been horrible. You can argue all you want about it. Most people don't. You can argue about it if you're going to be what do they call it, tribalism? Where you decide that, I'm for BestLock or I'm for Lego and I'm from Mega Bloks, and then you don't look at the facts. You just say, everybody else sucks. This is the greatest. And then if somebody says, hey, I had a problem with that, you're a liar. Yeah. It's the same with football teams. What I really love is college football, and you have these people who've never been to college, let alone the college of that team, and that's my team, you gotta root for them, and yeah, okay, I can see if you went to that school, your alma mater, maybe, if you're an alumni, but yeah, I guess that's human nature. So, there's something really good I need to announce about this. This quality has come up, at least in this set. This was not the horrible, typical BestLock quality. This was probably the quality of your average Sluban set. Your average, good quality Chinese set. Not the best, but definitely not low quality Worstlock or BestLock. There was no real clutching issues. And remember, the problems we have with BestLock, or the same problems we've been having with these sets, is clutching issues. Sometimes they're really, really hard to get together. Sometimes they won't stay together. They'll be falling right out because the studs are off. Misformed bricks. You'll have a brick that will just clearly came out of the mold. There wasn't enough stuff injected into it, or clearly came out of the mold bad, and the brick itself is bad or missing a chunk. None of that. And one of the big problems for Worstlock is when they have usually white or light colored bricks, there will be stains in them, whether it's a stain from they changed colors in the dye, or some kind of brown, oily, nasty stain thing going on, but you have stained bricks, so you have clutching issues, you have misformed and malformed bricks, and then you have stained bricks, and that's usually the problems with BestLock. Now, I don't know if this is the reason, but something you'll notice of this jet, the bricks are yellow. Most of the other jets, they were white bricks. I think one or two used a gray brick. Does that make a difference? Well, it shouldn't. Is it possible they've listened to complaints about these brick sets? Well, Daron might have leaned on BestLock and said, hey, straighten up your act. I mean, that could have happened, but did BestLock listen? They didn't listen about any other complaints. Why would they about this, right? On these jets, we have the stickers. We talked about stickers are horrible to put on in general, but the stickers make this jet. This is just a brick jet. You put these stickers on it, bam, now it's a Spirit Airlines jet. Very cool, very realistic. It's a great idea. So where generally stickers are the worst part of a brick set, stickers are the thing that makes this brick set. Now, not all of these sets have them, but probably about half of these brick sets, they had this one horrible sticker. I mean, you got the other stickers, okay, but the one horrible, you see where those engines are, the motors, where they hang under the wing? Some of the brick sets had a sticker that is supposed to go on that engine cowling. And that would be for because it's made out of white plastic, and they're going to put a gray sticker around it so it'll match the rest of the plane, or the livery colorings of the airline that we're building the jet for. So what you're doing is you're taking just a sticker and wrapping it around this oddly shaped brick, this piece of plastic here, and it's always wrinkly and horrible and never works. They changed it for this set. This is the first set I've seen this in. There are these little slits, or expansion slits, or marks so you can actually, in the sticker, so you can wrap it around there without the wrinkles. It's a really good idea. And I know my explanation there probably didn't make much sense to you, but if you ever tried to take a sticker and wrap it around something that's sort of roundish or curved or something where it wrinkles and doesn't work, if you put little cuts in that sticker, it will allow it to bend without wrinkling. They did that for us. Yeah, pretty good. So you have the better brick quality, and then you have that nice little attention to detail. Something else that's new about this one and the last few we've looked at. Yes, it comes with a pilot, but this box is a solid box. Remember the earlier ones, you had that little cellophane window where the pilot was in there, so you can see what the pilot looks like. Now you just have a picture of the pilot. Is that better? Yes, I think so. I don't have a reason why I think so. I just think it's better to have that, not that cellophane window there. So that's something else that's changed. Oh, and I guess I should mention it because I haven't mentioned it yet. This is the Daron BestLock Spirit Airlines, and it says less money, more go. Item number BL, I think it says 537. Ages 5 and up, 62 pieces, and a minifig. Spirit is like a Ryanair, and kind of how a Southwest used to be. A discount, low fare, not local, well, low fare airline. They're just a cheap airline if you're cheap. When I was younger and we just knew air travel sucked, well, I wouldn't mind flying a Southwest or something. Really? Southwest, they used to call that stadium seating. You know, when you went to a concert and you bought your tickets, but it wasn't reserved seats, so you just had to rush in there and try to get a seat. Well, that's how they do it on Southwest Airlines, and that sucks. And pretty much, that was the last time I ever flew a discount airline. So Spirit Air, you wouldn't catch me dead on one of them planes. Well, I guess if they had to haul my body somewhere after I died and Spirit Air was there, maybe you'll catch me dead on it. But yeah, I ain't flying something like that. But for those of you who fly Spirit Air and Ryanair and, you know, those kind of things, hey, this would be a neat jet to have. Why do I have it? Because I gotta collect all of them. And before you say, wait a minute, but you said you work for Alaska Airlines, you always fly Alaska Airlines. Yes, Alaska Airlines is a regional, sort of almost national carrier, but they are not a cheap discount bottom of the barrel carrier. So, you know, you just got to know that. And I'm sure I'll upset a couple people. Yeah, you suck, you shouldn't be talking. Yeah, well, you go fly a United Airline or a Delta or a US or an American or even Alaskan, and then you fly something like this, and then you know the difference. Well, really quick, when I was a kid, I flew cross-country from Newark, New Jersey to LAX on an old airline. It was called the People's Express. That was a discount airline. It might be pretty common now to get on a plane and not have a meal served. They'll come around and you will buy a sandwich basket or a fruit basket or a snack basket or something. That's not how it was. People Express was one of the first to do that. So you get on this plane, and then they come around with a cart, and, hey, would you like to buy, you know, for $5, you get a sandwich and a fruit and a candy bar or something, and a cookie, would you like to buy this? And then if you said yes, you bought that. If not, you just didn't have anything to eat. But it was only $99 each way, so you could fly across the country for $99. So yes, it's not that I haven't flown on discount airlines before, but, you know, once I grew up, hey, I'm not doing it anymore because I don't have to. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to spend a lot on my tickets. I'd rather spend more while I'm in Hawaii, or I'd rather spend more when I'm somewhere. Well, you know, what's a couple $100 extra? So you got to save up another month for your money so you can have it? And a good example of that was the Bora Bora trip. So you fly from where we are to LAX, and you fly from LA to Tahiti, an 8-hour flight. Could you imagine being crammed in coach on a 23-inch wide seat with two other clowns you squished against you you don't even know, stealing your armrest, your elbow room, and people eating nasty food that smells, and I believe they refer to that as the great unwashed masses. So anyways, you're enduring that for 8 hours, and then you arrive in a beautiful place, and first you say, oh, that was the most horrible flight I've ever done in the world. Oh, this place is great. And then you say, oh, man, in a week, I gotta do that same flight all over again. Oh, I don't want to go home. And then you get home, and then you say, well, I'm never going back there. That was horrible. The place was kind of neat, but that was the worst vacation ever. And then you change it in your mind to say, well, you know, I had some fun, but yeah, I've done it once. I don't need to do it again. But what made it bad, or what made you have that thought, whether you realize it or not, was a horrible plane flight you just did. Everybody says, well, I'm not going to buy the first class ticket. I am going to just upgrade when I get to the airport. Well, it's not that easy anymore. It used to be really easy. Now, airlines commonly overbook their planes. They will fill them and then get a couple extra people just in case somebody doesn't show. Didn't used to be that way. I was on a 747 from, where was it, Chicago O'Hare to, I don't know, what's the airport in Logan, to Logan Airport in Boston, and the plane was half full. You could pretty much sit anywhere you wanted to, and in that center row, they let you flip up the armrest, and you could lay across those seats. Those days are over. And I used to always love, when I traveled by myself, I would always, get up there, hey, if there's a first class, I want to upgrade. And you could pretty much always do it and be $50, $100, $150, just for an extra few dollars. Bam, you're in first class. They weren't the best first class seats. They're usually the worst ones, row one. You don't have as much leg room, and you don't have the under the seat room. So yeah, row one in an airplane is horrible, but it was still first class, wider seat, better meals, the free drinks. But if you're traveling with somebody, the chance of you having two upgrades is rare, and then the chance of there being two side-by-side upgrades sitting next to each other is impossible or non-existent. It ain't going to happen. So if you think, hey, I'm going to upgrade to first class, just give up that thought. That is yesteryear. That's the days gone by. It doesn't happen like that anymore. And I'm sure someone will say, well, you know what? Yeah, okay. Just let me know how that worked out for you. You just keep doing that, and you and your family upgrade to first class, and yeah. And did I mention I used to load planes for Alaska Airlines? Well, I also loaded planes. I worked for Evergreen Aviation, so I also loaded planes for UPS, too. But that's a whole other story. So this is a really cool brick set. Well, let me scratch that. It's not a really cool brick set. It's a really cool brick product line. If you buy one, hey, you got to collect them all, and you just got to keep going. I was looking online, and I already have the American Airlines plane, but it looks like they redid the paint job on one, so I got to compare to verify. I might have to rebuy that one over again just because they changed the stickers on it. And then you'll be seeing that one soon. All right, so really cool set. 62 pieces, I did 5 and up. Set number BL, I think, says 537. Yellow bricks. You got a minifig. Stickers have been upgraded. Brick quality's been upgraded. Hey, very impressed with this, and I hope to find some more of these. So if you guys know about any more of these jets coming out, hey, let me know. And really, there's got to be new ones coming out because I already know about all the old ones. So leave your comments in the comment section. Hey, as always, thanks for watching. And hey, keep building them brick sets and keep collecting. It's all about collecting the really cool sets. Thanks for watching. One for the team. It peed way over your head. If you notice, it's the people.
Oh my gosh!
Beanmeister 22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.